This is the Name That Motion simulation. So the purpose of the activity is to practice observing motion and being able to describe it. So you can see that there are some references on this one. Number one, there's this video that I will post. Also, this simulation. So you can see I have that pulled up to the right, Name That Motion. And also an additional video that might help you with the direction of velocity and acceleration. So once you click that simulation, you're going to have this screen up, right? So it says for each simulation, select the correct letter and verbal description of the motion. At the end, you will need to take a screenshot of the complete progress bar to receive credit. All right, so once you pull up Name That Motion, you're going to have this screen. First thing you want to do, just hit Start. You can see here it's a guest user, no name, so just start that motion. So you can see here that it starts at number one. Sometimes it does bounce around, so you want to be careful. Make sure you're on the correct number. So there are 11 descriptions. Tap a letter to view a description. When satisfied with your answer, tap on the check answer button. So you can see that the check, okay, so you can see, like, I'll just click on A, right? So the car moves at the rightward velocity and rightward acceleration. So you have to look at this, like, just imagine that the car is dropping like an oil droplet every at a constant rate. So just imagine like every second or so, right? This car is dropping oil at a constant rate. So let's just take a look at this. So I can look at this and I can see that it's moving in the rightward direction and it's moving at a constant velocity, right? So I'm looking for one. Well, that one's not going to be it. So it's not going to be A. Car moves at a constant leftward velocity. It's not moving to the left. Car moves with a constant leftward velocity. It's not moving to the left. There we go. Car's moving with the rightward acceleration. This car is not accelerating. The car moves with a constant speed in the rightward direction. Okay, so we just take a look at this one. So let's go over to our Name That Motion. So this one, I'm going to put E. There we go. And you also have to match the description. The car moves with a constant speed in the rightward direction. So if you need any help, these line up with the letters. So if you just want to pull this drop-down menu just so you can find the correct one, that'd be great, right? The car moves with a constant speed in the rightward direction. Okay, good. Right, so let's just check our answer, right, just to make sure. So I would recommend doing this first, because I think once you check it, it does go away. There we go, right? Look at that. And now notice that a star, appeared there, right? And the thing is, just to randomize it, notice it went to number 8, right? So now you got to make sure you go to number 8 down here, right? It does sort of help you out there, this activity will take into account that it does bounce around, but you just have to be careful, make sure you're on the correct question. So let's take a look at this one, right? And if you need help, we'll notice that now it's accelerating, it's stopping. There is a hint down here, and it just tells you the direction of the velocity, the direction the object is moving. The object is speeding up, the acceleration will be in the same direction of the velocity. If the object is slowing down, the acceleration will be in the opposite direction of the velocity. And if the object is at a constant velocity, the acceleration will be 0. So let's just take a look here, right? So let's just go through these. Cars move to the rightward velocity, rightward acceleration. Car's not moving right, so it's not that one. Car moves with a constant leftward velocity. Okay, well, I can even just stop there, because you'll notice it's accelerating in the beginning. Those drops are getting farther and farther apart. It's not going to be B. The car moves with a constant leftward velocity. Nope. Well, it stops and it's accelerating. Car moves with the rightward acceleration. Then the car remains at rest for several seconds. Finally, the car moves with a low constant speed. Okay, so this one's this one's not happening. So you need to keep it's accelerating to the left in the beginning. So it's not going to be D. Car moves with a constant speed in the rightward direction. Nope. Car moves, accelerates from rest. Then the car remains at rest for several seconds. Finally, the car moves with a constant leftward velocity. Okay, so I think I found it, right? So notice that it is accelerating to the left because it's moving to the left and it's speeding up. So the acceleration will be in the same direction as the velocity. Then it stops for a few seconds. Okay, and then the car moves with a constant leftward velocity. So I can see that it's moving to the left at a constant velocity because those drops are the same distance apart. So I can come down here and I know it's going to be, let's see here, letter F, and then I just have to match the description. Moves from rest, Car remains at rest for several seconds, right? Let's see here, car, let's see here, nope, there it is. Car, where it is, slowly accelerate, there it is, right? And it turned green, and I'm getting points. Now you're only going to use, oh, sorry, let me just check answer, just make sure. Good, there we go. So now I've got 2 stars. And it'll give me the next one, and then it went to number 6. So I have to go up here to number 6. So you're going to do this for all 11 descriptions. You're only going to use the descriptions once. So it is like you're narrowing it down, right? So you're going to be narrowing down the description. Now, once you get done, you want to take a screenshot of it, just because this shows that you did this, right? So it shows you how to get a screenshot, right? So I want this progress report over here once all the stars are complete. Now, if you're using a Chromebook, it's Control, Shift, and Show Window. So I have that there. I'm going to use the snipping tool, right? So I take the snipping tool, new. There we go, right? So once you get that tool, what you're going to do is you are going to like save it, right? So save it to wherever it is. So I can save that. Wherever it is. And then in order to insert, I'll just do that, right? In order to insert it, what you do is you come down here to that screenshot box. Then you're going to hit insert up here on the insert tab. And then you're going to go down to image and then insert image in cell. So here you can pull up your files and you can drag that picture in there and that screenshot will appear. So I'll just go ahead and I'll show you how to do that. I think the last one was on downloads. Let me just double check. There we go, right? So you can see all my downloads. I'm just going to drag this one just like that, right? So that was one that I did earlier. And look at that, right? And just to make sure I did that, well, I'm just going to come down here, tap yes. There we go, right? So I get points for that. And it shows that you did that, right? But you want to make sure you get all the stars, all 11. All right, so once again, this is the Name That Motion simulation.